He forced me into his world. My name is Gabriella. I thought it was just a date, but he wouldn't let me leave. His control was intoxicating and terrifying. I want to tell you my story. It is a story about love. It is a story about fear. It is a story about losing yourself. I am 24 years old. Before I met him, my life was simple. It was very quiet. I lived in a small apartment. My apartment was in a busy city, but my street was calm. I had a cat named Luna. I had a job at a flower shop. I loved flowers. I loved the smell of roses in the morning. I loved the colors of tulips in the spring. I was happy, or I thought I was happy. I did not have much money. I walked to work every day. I cooked simple food like pasta and soup. I read books in the evenings. I was a normal girl. I dreamed of a kind man. I dreamed of a small family. Then I met Julian. It was a Tuesday. It was a rainy day. I was closing the flower shop. A black car stopped in front of the shop. It was a very expensive car. It was shiny and big. A man stepped out. He was tall. He wore a dark suit. He looked like a movie star. He walked into my shop. The bell on the door rang. He looked at me. His eyes were dark. They were intense. I felt nervous. My hands shook a little. I need flowers, he said. His voice was deep. It was smooth like velvet. What kind of flowers? I asked. My voice was small. The most beautiful ones, he said. For a beautiful woman. I smiled. I thought he had a girlfriend. I made a large bouquet of red roses. He watched me. He did not look at the flowers. He looked at my hands. He looked at my face. It made me feel hot. It made me feel shy. I gave him the flowers. That will be $50, I said. He put a $100 bill on the counter. Keep the change, he said. And the flowers are for you. I was shocked. For me? Yes, he said. My name is Julian. I want to take you to dinner tonight. It was not a question. It was a command. But he smiled. His smile was charming. I looked at the rain outside. I looked at my small, lonely life. I wanted a little excitement. I wanted to feel special. Okay, I said, I will go. That was my first mistake. I did not know then. I did not know that saying yes was the end of my freedom. He waited for me to close the shop. I got into his black car. The seats were soft leather. The car smelled like expensive cologne. It was warm inside. The world outside was cold and wet. I felt safe in his car. He took me to a restaurant. It was not a normal restaurant. It was at the top of a high building. We could see the whole city. The lights of the city looked like stars. Everyone in the restaurant wore fancy clothes. I looked down at my dress. It was a simple blue dress. I felt poor. I felt out of place. Julian saw this. Do not worry, he said. You are the most beautiful girl here. He ordered the food. He did not ask me what I wanted. He ordered wine, he ordered steak, he ordered dessert, he took charge at first. I liked it. It felt nice to be taken care of. I did not have to make decisions. He did everything. We talked. He told me about his life. He was a businessman. He traveled the world. He had houses in different countries. He had power. People listened to him. I get what I want, he told me. He looked into my eyes always. I felt a shiver down my spine. Was it fear? Was it excitement? I did not know. After dinner, he drove me home. He walked me to my door. He kissed my hand. I will see you tomorrow, Gabriella, he said. Again, it was not a question. The next day, a package arrived at the flower shop. It was a box. Inside was a dress. It was a red dress. It was silk. It was very expensive. There was a note. Wear this tonight. I will pick you up at 7. I touched the dress. It was beautiful. I had never touched anything so soft. My boss looked at the dress. Wow, she said, he must really like you. I felt special, but I also felt a little strain. He did not ask if I was free. He assumed I was free. That night I wore the red dress. Julian picked me up. He looked at me with hunger in his eyes. Perfect, he said. We went to a party. It was a party in a big mansion. There was loud music. There were many people. They drank champagne. They laughed loudly. Julian held my hand tight. He did not let go. A man came to talk to us. Who is this? The man asked Julian. This is Gabriella, Julian said. She is mine. She is mine. He did not say she is my girlfriend. He did not say she is my date. He said she is mine, like I was a car, like I was a house. I tried to pull my hand away, but Julian held it tighter. He smiled at me, but his eyes were cold. Stay close, he whispered. I stayed close. I was afraid to leave his side. The world of the party was too big. I did not know anyone. I only knew him. He was my anchor, but he was also the storm. Days turned into weeks. Julian was everywhere. He picked me up from work every day. He took me to dinner every night. He bought me clothes. He bought me shoes. He bought me jewelry. My apartment began to fill with his gifts, but my life began to empty of everything else. One day I wanted to have coffee with my friend Sarah. Sarah was my best friend. We always had coffee on Sundays. I told Julian, I cannot see you on Sunday morning. I am seeing Sarah. Julian frowned. Sarah, the girl with the loud laugh. She is my friend, I said. I had plans for us, he said. We are going to the country house on Sunday, but I promised Sarah, I said. Julian stood up. He walked to me. He put his hands on my shoulders. Gabriella, he said softly. Sarah does not understand you. She does not fit in our world. You are different. Now you are with me. I can see her. Later, I tried to say no. He said cancel it. We are going away. I wanted to say No, I wanted to fight, but he looked so. Sure, he looked so powerful. I felt weak. I picked up my phone. I called. Sarah, I cannot come, I said. I am busy. Sarah was sad. You are always busy now, Gabriella. I miss you. I know. I said, I am sorry. I hung up the phone. I looked at Julian. He was smiling. Good girl, he said. He took me to his country house. It was far away from the city. It was a huge house with a high gate. There were guards at the gate. The house was beautiful, but it was quiet. Too quiet. We are alone here, Julian said. Just you and me. No distractions. He took my phone. You do not need this. He said, focus on me. He put my phone in a drawer. He locked the drawer. I felt a panic in my chest. Julian, I need my phone. What if my mother calls? I will take care of everything, he said. Relax, Gabriella. I am giving you a perfect life. Why do you fight it? Was this a perfect life? I walked around the big house. I had delicious food. I had soft sheets. I had a swimming pool. I did not have to work, but I was not free. He forced me into his routine. We woke up when he wanted. We ate when he wanted. He told me what to wear. Wear the white dress today, he would say. I want to wear jeans, I said. Once he laughed. Jeans? No. My Gabriella does not wear jeans. You are a queen. You must look like a queen. He threw my jeans in the trash. I watched my old clothes disappear. I watched my old life disappear. I stopped going to the flower shop. He told me I did not need to work. I will give you money, he said. Why do you want to work with dirt? Your hands should be soft. I quit my job. My boss was sad. Are you sure, Gabriella? She asked. Yes. I said, but I was lying. I was not sure. I missed the flowers. I missed the smell of the earth. I missed my simple life, but Julian's world was intoxicating. It was addictive. It was easy to be rich. It was easy to be beautiful. I started to forget who I was. I looked in the mirror. I saw a woman in a fancy dress. She had perfect hair. She had expensive makeup. But her eyes were sad. One evening we were at a gala. It was a very important party. Everyone was there. Julian wore a tuxedo. I wore a gold dress. It was heavy. It was tight. People came to talk too. Julian, they complimented him. Your woman is stunning, they said. Julian beamed. He looked proud. Yes, he said, I made her perfect. I made her perfect. Those words hit me like a stone. He did not love me for who I was. He loved me because he could control me. He loved me because I was a doll. I was a project. I felt sick. The room was spinning. The music was too loud. The lights were too bright. I need air, I whispered. Stay here, Julian said. He was talking to a business partner. Please, Julian. I need air. He grabbed my arm. His grip was hard. It hurt. Do not embarrass me. Gabriella, smile. I looked at him. I saw The monster behind the handsome face. He did not care about my feelings. He only cared about his image. I pulled my arm away. No, I said. The music seemed to stop. People looked at us. Julian's face turned red with anger. What did you say? He hissed. I said no, I said. My voice was shaking, but it was loud. I am not a doll. I am not yours. I turned around. I started to walk away. My legs were trembling. My heart was beating fast. I was terrified. Gabriella, he shouted. If you walk out that door, do not come back. You will have nothing. You are nothing without me. I stopped. I looked at the door. Outside it was dark. I had no money in my purse. I had no car. I had no phone. If I left, I would be alone. I would be cold. I looked back at Julian. He stood there confident. He thought I would come back. He thought I was too weak. He thought his money was stronger than my spirit. I remembered my small apartment. I remembered my cat, Luna. I remembered the smell of rain. I remembered the feeling of being tired. After a day of work, it was a hard life. But it was my life. I looked at Julian. One last time. I would rather be nothing than be prisoner, I said. I pushed the heavy doors open. I walked out into the night. The air was cold. It was raining again. The rain ruined my hair. It ruined my makeup. My expensive shoes hurt my feet. I took off the shoes. I walked barefoot on the pavement. The cold ground felt real. It felt good. I walked for a long time. I did not know where I was going. I just walked away from him, away from the control, away from the fear. I found a taxi. The driver looked at me. I was wet. I was crying. I held my gold dress. I have no money. I told him, please, can you take me to my friend's house? The driver was an old man. He had kind eyes. Get in, he said. Don't worry about the money. He drove me to Sarah's house. I knocked on her door. It was midnight. Sarah opened the door. She wore pajamas. She looked sleepy. Then she saw me. Gabriella, she cried. I fell into her arms. I cried and cried. I am sorry. I sobbed. I am so sorry. Sarah held me tight. It is okay, she said. You are safe now. I stayed with Sarah for a few weeks. It was hard. Julian tried to contact me. He sent flowers. He sent gifts. He sent letters. Come back. The letters said, I love you. I will change. But I knew the truth. He would not change. Men like him do not change. They only want to own things, and I was not a thing. I did not reply. I returned his gifts. I sold the dresses he gave me. I used the money to rent a new apartment. A small apartment. I went back to the flower shop. My boss was happy to see me. You look different, she said. I am different, I said. I was older. I was wiser. I was stronger. Life was not easy. I had to budget my money. I had to take the bus. I had to cook my own food. I was tired and Evenings, but I was free, sometimes late. At night, I think about Julian. I think about the fancy dinners. I think about the soft silk. It is easy to miss the comfort. It is easy to miss the world he showed me. It was a beautiful world, but it was a cage. A golden cage is still a cage. Now, I sit on my small balcony. I drink tea from a cheap cup. I look at the street. I see people walking. I see the sun setting. I breathe in the air. It tastes like freedom. I learned a big lesson, a very important lesson. Money can buy a bed, but it cannot buy sleep. Money can buy a house, but it cannot buy a home, and control is not love. Love is freedom. Love is respect. Love lets you be who you are. If someone tries to change you, run. If someone tries to buy you, run. If someone tries to keep you from your friends, run. Do not be dazzled by the lights. Do not be tricked by the gifts. I am Gabriella. I am a florist. I like cats. I like simple food. This is who I am, and no one will ever force me to be someone else again. My story is a warning to you, but it is also a story of hope. You can escape. You can start over. You are strong enough. I was trapped in desire. I was trapped in his world, but I found the door and I walked through it. You can do it too. Never let anyone take your voice. Your voice is your power. Use it. This is my life now. It is simple, it is quiet, and I love it. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you never meet Julian. But if you do, remember me. Remember Gabriella. And remember that you are free. The rain has stopped now. The sun is coming out. It is a beautiful day to be alive. It is a beautiful day to be me. I smile, and this time the smile is real. My heart is light. The heavy gold dress is gone. The tight shoes are gone. I am wearing my old jeans. I am wearing a soft t-shirt. I am comfortable. I look at my hands. They are a little rough from the flowers. There is a little dirt under my nails. I like it. These are the hands of a worker. These are the hands of a free woman. I remember one last moment with Julian. It was the moment he bought me a necklace. It was a diamond necklace. It was cold on my neck. Do not take it off. He had said it marks you as mine. I felt like a dog with a collar. Yesterday I walked past a jewelry store. I saw a necklace like that in the window. I did not stop. I did not look. I kept walking. I walked to the park. I sat on a bench. A bird landed near me. It was a small brown bird. It hopped on the grass. It looked for food. It was free. It could fly anywhere. You are lucky, I told the bird. Then I corrected myself. No, we are both lucky. I want you to know that it is okay to make mistakes. I made a big mistake with Julian. I was blinded by his world. I was young. I was naive. I thought life should be like a movie, but real life is not a movie. Real love is not dramatic. Control. Real love is quiet. Real love is kind. I have met someone new. His name is Mark. He is not rich. He drives an old car. He works in a bakery. He brings me bread. When Mark looks at me, he sees Gabriella. He does not see a doll. He asks me what I want. Do you want to go to the movies? He asks, do you want pizza? He asks, what do you think? He asks. He listens to my answers. If I say no, he says, okay. He does not get angry. He does not grab my arm. It feels different. It feels slow. It feels safe. I am taking it slow. I am not rushing. I am enjoying my freedom. I want to tell you, listen to your gut. Listen to that small voice inside you. When Julian first told me what to wear, a small voice said, this is wrong. When Julian took my phone, the voice said, be careful. I ignored the voice. I pushed it down. Do not do that. Your intuition is your best friend. It tries to protect you. If you feel small, leave. If you feel afraid, leave. It is better to be alone than to be with someone who makes you feel alone. I look back at the title of my life chapter. He forced me into his world, but the new chapter has a new title. It is called I created my own world. In my world there is kindness. In my world there is laughter. In my world there is plenty of room for friends. My friend Sarah comes over. Often we laugh loudly. We eat pizza on the floor. We watch funny movies. No one tells us to be quiet. No one tells us to sit up straight. We are just us. I hope my story helps you. I hope it gives you courage. Maybe you are in a relationship that feels tight. Maybe you have a friend who controls you. Maybe you have a boss who makes you feel small. You can change it. It is scary. I know it is scary. The unknown is always scary. When I walked out of that gala, I saw only darkness. I did not know where I would sleep. I did not know how I would eat, but I walked anyway, and the darkness cleared. The sun came up. You have feet. You can walk. You have a voice. You can speak. Do not let anyone force you into their world. Build your own. Paint it with your favorite colors. Fill it with the people you love. My name is Gabriella. I am happy. I am free. And this is the end of my story about Julian, but it is just the beginning of my story about me. Stay strong, stay free, and never ever give up on yourself. You are worth more than diamonds. You are worth more than gold. You are priceless. Goodbye, my friends. Take care of your hearts.